What's the question? Where is it? It's around. What is it? It's around. Where it's coming from? Oh, there. Where does it really matter? It's coming here. So we got the direction, we got the size, and we know it's coming. What are we talking about? Don't worry, you'll see it. If you don't listen to what I had to say, why will you listen to what I'm going to say? So I won't say it. Won't talk about night view. Hey, Paul. Won't talk about anything from 1964. FEMA camps. Have you ever thought of it? Hey, just turn over your AM and FM radio and let's see if we get anything that comes out of it. AM, FM, FEMA. Oh my God. How come I didn't think of that? F6, E5 is 11. Ma, 13 and 1 is 14 because you're on the cross. You're hooked to the cross because you're in the center. In Rubik's Cube, you're on the cross. You're in the center core. You know what I'm saying? What's coming? Where is it coming? Let me show you a little piece I like 25 times already. Here's the feed mill. As you go through 365 days, okay, in the first year, you miss one house. You miss 6 hours in the first year. In the second year, you miss the first year's 6 hours, and you miss your 6 hours. In the third year, you miss the first year's, second year's, and third year's 6 hours, and you're in the 18th hour. In the fourth year, you miss the first year, the second year, the third year, and in your fourth year, you only have 365 days, but in this fourth year, you're going to be connecting next year. But you'll be connecting next year by adding on one more days to 365 to 366 days, and here's the mill. In the first 6 hours of 366 days, you have covered up 6 hours of the first 6 hours that you have missed the first year that you have overlapped, and every other year that you have backed up 6 hours, because the real year is 365 days. The only time you really overlapped it is every time the first year you ran into January, the first actual 6 hours were back in the year before. In the second year, in the first 6 hours and the 12 hours of January, they also back up. By the fourth year, you have lost January 1st. But also in the fourth year, because you pick it up not on January 1st, not on the year 0, it becomes February 29th. And then everybody thinks they're into the next year, 22, November and February, in which is 6 and 6 and 5. Now we're going to get, coming to the 366th day, you have completed the last 6 hours and the first 6 hours into the day, and the 12 hours, and then the 18. Once you get 6, 12, 18, if you go on line number 1 in your telephone, or line number 1 of the calculator, 1, 2, 3 equals 6. If you go on 1, 4, and 7, 1 month of 7 days in each week, 1, 4, and 7, 1 month, 4 months, and 7 months, 1 month of 28, 4 months of 30, and 7 months of 31, equaling, I think, to 217, 2, 1, and 7, and coming to this row over here and add up to a total of the letter L, L, F. Okay? Life's fight, life's night. If you want to look at it this way, forget about it. We just accomplished now halfway through the day of the time we have not passed at the same period of time, connecting time. You understand this day, the 366 days connects these days into the next calendar year of 45 days of love, because it's the first angle, and then the next 15 days. The total of 15 equals to 120, the total of 14 equals to 105, which is the day of the Boston Marathon this year. 105, just like 7 times 13 equals 91, plus the ace 14, or the cross, equals 105. The same thing when you count the cards, and the 105th day of the year is actually April 15th, if I remember. Okay, so now you get into this 366 day, you've got 18 hours, and now 12 and 18 are the in-between. They also spell FLX. If you revert them, okay, into the 16th letter, okay, it ends up to PHYX, more or less pharmaceuticals. Okay, I'm not going to show it to you again because I didn't say it right. But I've done it before in another cassette. If you've watched them before, you'll pick up on it right away. Thanks for watching. So now we have the $24 done. We have taken 4 parts of 6 to complete this last part here. Why do I do it? Because it could have been done in 3 parts of 8 or 2 parts of 12 to complete it. It could have also been done hour to hour. Whichever number you choose, I will find you a situation and give you a coincidence of a thought of a question not asked yet. That's why I only can answer it this way. What else is there? If it's not 1 or 5, it could be in between. I'm not sure where I was going. I want to go paint. There's so many things to do. I just won't do it. Why? Anyways, times are changing faster and faster. Isn't it fantastic? Oh, you're asking me a question? You didn't even watch my video yet. Okay, go ahead. So I should tell everybody time's advancing faster and faster for everybody? No. I'm just saying, be aware. Be aware. It doesn't matter if it's there. You go to church and say, oh, Lord. And you know he's there. You being aware is an absolute. Just by knowing and saying, hey, I'm aware of what it doesn't matter. I'm just aware that there's more than life itself. There is an illusion of both worlds. And something of the other world, the illusion that has really never cheated us yet, and never could cheat us, because then it wouldn't be taken as the other world, it would be taken as the wrong world. That's the way we get things together. Okay, I just wanted to say this just to empty my insides out. I don't know, I'm writing. Did I write anything that I can show? I actually did. And I wrote this before. The year 5775, 5 by 7 is 35, 5 by 5 is 5, 5 and 5 is 10, 10 and 25 is 35. When I go down to here and I add, okay, 35 and 23, it equals 58, which in gematria, the gematria tree is 1, 10, 19, 28. 58. 23 is creation, number 23, 2 times 5, 2 plus 3, 2 times 3 equals 11. Okay, so you can see the way 2 and 5 and 8 is 13, makes it 15, the egg 4, 13, 1 and 3 is 4, and this one ends up to be 2. I'm all over the place. Where do I want to go with this? I want to turn it over and show you one specific. It's really weird the way it all goes together. You see 7 plus 8 is 15, 3 plus 5 is 15. So now somehow this equation has to connect with the 7 and 5. 87 has to be the numerological count for October. October, the 15th letter, starts with October. 8 by 7 and 8 plus 7 is 71, which is the queen, which is the number taken out from the 7 hole and put into the 1 hole. Q and Z were taken out from 7 and 9, okay, and going into 1, taking over the letter and the numbers in 1. And that number is 43, plus the 1 is 44. So whichever way you look at it, the man is standing up. The man is traveling the world. You see it, you say it, you know it, people have said it before, you know his name. And we're watching it happen right in front of us. Now when it gets to a point of, oh my God, what do we do? How far down the rabbit hole are we? We're very lucky we're into the new millennium, because it would be horrible if they were this strong when we were in the olden times. We have people that are helping us right now that we don't even know they're there. So I'm going to turn around this paper and show the way numbers 75 and 57 comes together, and they come together right in the alphabet. 18 plus 19 plus 20, which is R-S-T. R-S-T, Titanic? Rosemary, Titanic? What did the Titanic have to do with this? Oh, baby, there's a number for everything. Maybe I don't have the answer now. I did do a video. Some of them are not so good. But since I have those numbers right now, 57, where am I going to get the number 75? Well, it's pretty easy. In trinitarian work, the triangle, 25 starts at 24. To the left. 25 to the right. You're at X and Z and Y, and your zipper's undone, and you're talking without being able to connect the answer to it, because I said it right. But anyways, 24 plus 25 is 49. That stands for green 8. Green 8, there's a place to be. Okay, and Z is 26. So 26 and 49, 59, 69, 75. You got 57, 75. So that's the year, the next year. It's the year of the golden egg of George, the electronic George, the electric George. I don't know how it works. I do know Silver Star, okay, Mercedes-Benz is all connected because they connect the 58 and 85, the same age in which the Pope had to set down because he couldn't be any faster than Matrix. So the Pope steps down. And at what age is while the Pope's up and down? You know, maybe they're like balancing a Matrix hymn, a Matrix, what do you call it? Anyways, it's a vibration obviously, just like with electricity, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I didn't say this was a great video. I didn't say this was the best video. I'm just trying to get the videos out there, and you listen, you listen, you listen, you listen. Well, you don't listen at all, and you ain't hearing what I'm saying right now because you've already shut it off. But anyways, for those who are here, understand? Gotta have a little bit of entertainment if you're going into the future with a new thought. Right? What? No, behind you. Look behind you. She's still there, don't worry. And you know what color I see her in? I see her in this bluish, very, very, very soft, what do you call it? I don't remember. Anyways, where am I now? I went over the 23. I went over the 87, and the 87 is supposed to be the hertz, the actual vibration number. And when I took 87 and added the 23 that I made to you before, where we got 3 times 5, 3 plus 5 equals 23. I take the 23 and I put it over to the 87. It makes 110 or 110 stories of the Twin Towers, because the numbers have to match. You see, now they have a unique tower. The numbers changes to balance the exterior poles. That way we don't have a conflict in something that will repeat, or something that might become a coincidence and lost in translation. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Right on, man.